welcome back. We are doing Baldur's Gate 3. I know my voice is a little broken and hoarse. I'm armed with cough drops, so hopefully that helps deal with
One day I'll catch a break.
everything. So yes, I will be chewing on cough drops. Come on, Jahira, get your butt down here.
Watch your elders and learn.
Hi, Harper. May Seluna's tears shine on this meeting.
A very formal greeting, Geraldus. You are well?
Yes. Hi, Harper. Standing beneath Seluna's tears.
The lad's a little nervous, Jahira. We heard of your great victory against Ketheric.
I understand, Geraldus. Take a moment. And you, Harper. There is something familiar about you. Doesn't she remind you of our old friend Marcus?
Jahira's meaning is clear. Marcus was a traitor laying a trap. The same, it seems, is happening here.
Yeah, let's remain silent.
The problem with Marcus, of course. We didn't end on the best of terms.
'Time for some bloody work.
Well, that went well. It says she's close enough she can get it. Okay, she is close enough and she's gonna get it and do some massive damage, I guess.
Nothing important is ever easy.
Let's see. Let's see.
Maybe I should.
No.
Try
90% still damn good odds. Literally means you miss on the one or two. The amount of damage she just pulled in there.
More scared. I enjoyed it.
I may not have claws, but I make do.
Need to act fast. Got to press on.
That might be it. Except for the fact that Shadowheart seems to completely
Another day,
throw
another
her
fight.
spells.
More of Orin's doppelgangers. How many has she brought to Balside, I wonder?
Mahler's mark. How many more Harper's dead?
Kill order. Let's read that. You won't have to wear those Harper smiles much longer. Orin has given the order. Kill the crone, but not before you tell her how her little soldiers died. preserve some hair or
Time
sinew
to
if
pack it
you
in for
can.
the day, I think.
The Chosen would like to string a harp of her own. Pleasant.
What's inside? What path lies before me?
Alright. Let's get everyone down and then we'll talk to our harper.
Did I get it right?
Seluna's tears. It is said no false face can stand beneath their light. An old code, Harper. But yes, you got it right. Now I need your report.
We had eyes on suspected cultists in the city, like you asked. We thought we were tracking them, but
They were tracking you instead. Evidently. Doppelgangers.
and they're not just working with the cult, High Harper. They're part of it. Ballists, I think.
Sworn to Orin the Red, yes. We've already had the pleasure. Go on.
Everything seemed fine until your latest orders. Until we started to search for the Rashomon. They struck the same night. I woke to one of them strangling Chelvin, while smiling at me out of her face. She said... It said... that I'd report back to you as normal. Lure you here, and... I had no choice!
I'm sure it felt that way, Geraldus. The others were likely dragged back to Orin. Tortured. Sacrificed. I do not expect you to die for me. But to risk Entharl, any citizen who might have wandered in, there is always a choice. And the Harper must be able to make the hard ones. Perhaps this isn't the life for you after all, Geraldus.
No, Jaheira! High Harper, please! I'm still a Harper. I want to help!
You've scarcely signed up, boy. And there is a war coming. Why die a Harper, when you could still live as anything else?
Yeah, no one can make that choice for him. Not even you, High
I
Harper.
want to fight. For Chelvin. For all of them. So it means something.
Death is death. To look for meaning in it is foolishness, boy. Childish storybook nonsense. Exactly the kind the Harper would spout, I suppose. Fine. I have no right to make the choice for you. Not when this mess is of my making. I sent the Harpers hunting after the cult, without thinking what it would mean to be hunted in turn. Now they are compromised. And if not for you, I wouldn't even know it. I'm sorry, Geraldus. Harper. And I owe you an apology as well. I haven't told you everything I hope to learn here today. First, Geraldus, you're the last Harper in the city I can rely on. Lay low and rest while you can. I have matters to discuss with my friend here.
Always makes my day better.
Orin knows the hunt. In one stroke, she places the Harpers beyond our reach. Separates us from our pack. Until we know who the false facers are, we cannot trust anyone beyond ourselves. Except Geraldus. It has been some time since anyone dared rap my knuckles like you did. No less than I deserve. I have not been overly generous with the truth. I came here to learn of the Chosen, true enough. But I set my Harper searching for someone else, too. Tell me, what do you know of a man named Minsk of Rashomon.
I
The
mean, I
name
know
is as
a lot.
familiar as Jaheira's own. A hero of the time of troubles who saved the city more than once.
I sense you mean no insult, calling scarce a century ago the old days, which is considerably more insulting. Minsk is an old friend. Perhaps my oldest. We've fought at one another's backs times beyond counting. And the last time I saw him, I left him to die.
What happened?
Before we ever heard of this Absolute, we received word of a gathering in the Undercity. What we found was the first dark seed of this plot. A circle of cultists with mind flayers in their midst. We might have ended it there, cut off at the root, but before I could send for help, Minsk charged in alone. It was chaos. He was overrun, dragged down beneath a mass of tentacles. I had a choice. Stay and let word of this cult die with us, or leave him and live to fight another day.
Yeah, that's a cruel choice to have.
The world takes much from those who presume to defend it. But sometimes, you get to take it back. So don't be sorry, because I mean to use you, if you're willing. Infection, indoctrination, eradication. That has been the fate of everyone the cult has captured so far, but it has not been yours. With your help, perhaps it need not be Minsk's either.
Yeah, let's find him.
As simply as that? For no other reason than that I asked? Perhaps you two will get along. Oh, the point is moot without the means to find him. Without the Harpers, we shall have to find another path. I'll have a better idea of what that is once we're through the gates. Seems I need to reacquaint myself with this damned city.
Here's a heavy chest that has not been looted, and it's full of spells. She is a druid, which means she can cast. Doesn't necessarily mean she can cast those. Don't swing at the exploding barrel. Alright, there's a ladder. Climb back up.
First time. My heart flutters at the thought.
Alright, well,
Leather-like.
Darnish.
I'd recommend.
what we need to do,
Fresh off the easel.
believe, we need to come here.
I love honey so much.
Yeah, and it's an I think, not an I know.
Librarian does this
Okay,
thing with
thanks.
Why does Horse Crossing have so few lodgings? We need at least a double.
Oh, there's the door.
How about the flophouse?
Like I know there's a door.
Great!
Where is it?
We can bunk with 10 other people and pray none of them has sticky fingers. We'd be better off sleeping in the gutter than that den of a nigger.
Just think.
Rosanna and Briss.
Come to Baldur's Gate, he said. Adventurers get welcomed as heroes, he said. Poxy Drim and his bleeding notions.
Wow, I don't know who gave you a
Bloody
haircut.
ages
girl,
we
but
spent
they
hiking
hate
from Murren, and they won't let us in the city proper. Bollocks. We're adventurous, damn it.
you. Yeah, adventure
Oh, yeah?
shouldn't get.
But whoever's coronation closed down city access should get special treatment. Shove off, cock.
I know you don't want. Traveler Griska.
Word to the wise.
Give that ill-mate to Temple a wide berth. Rude buggers. Certainly not bringing my trade there again.
Yeah, their high priest just...
Does that excuse being rude? Excluding folk? Come off it. They wouldn't let me in. Spouted some tripe about my sort and absolutist murderers. I only wanted to sit down a minute.
Yeah, what's your trade?
Let me show you.
Okay, show me. Arcane. Huh. Well, she definitely has... Oh, superior healing. Those are worth a lot. Baldur. Where's the... That's the only thing I have is wares? Okay, that's fair. I'll sell those. I need that. Oh, bronze ingot, yeah. So that's something I've had all the way from chapter 1. 23 gold. Burning. Okay, so Bella doesn't really have anything. Here I can add that scimitar. Alright, well, that'll work.
Pleasure doing business.
Sure. Okay, you're a cook. I expect.
Just thinking.
Bloomin' hell, you look famished. I've got some victuals that'll warm you right up. Have a skeg at these.
Okay, baguette, mashed taters. Okay. Let's buy the baguette.
That should do you.
Wow, that gets around quick.
Sir, good, sir. Give me 3 days and... Oh, apologies. Thought you were someone else. Greetings, so forth, so on.
Yeah, who did you think that was?
Sir Frago Antuna. A most generous soul, I assure you.
Okay, well, time to leave. Excuse me.
Caress.
We should return.
Now, what do you reckon, lass? You trust these steel watcher thingamy-jigs?
Yeah, I trust him as far as I
don't
can
know. You're a pretty big bastard. I reckon you could chuck one further than most. But I catch your drift. It's all right, well, we can get work repairing them, but what happens when they build something else to do that? It's no good, I tell you.
After all this time.
Why does Bronze Crossing have so few lodges?
One more mark, then we can go.
Disadvantage. Well. Okay, so 8. Yeah, thanks, Dad.
Master said we have enough. The Black Mass is ready to begin.
It's not for the Master. It's for me. I want a beating heart there, ready for me when the Mass is complete. And we're finally granted our freedom. After 200 years of rats, I think we deserve a real drink.
There is no time. We are expected back at the palace.
Relax. The Black Mass won't start until Master drags Astarion from whatever hole he's hiding in. We have time to find one more person.
There's a part that I want to say. Anyone dumb enough to get lured away by you two deserves whatever they get.
Well, hello, beautiful. Aren't you a sight to behold?
You must excuse my brother. He forgets that we have a very pressing engagement.
You must excuse my sister. She's a terrible bore. But you look like someone who enjoys a party. There's a celebration being held in the palace of Cazador Zar. Why not join us? Oh, great! The palace looks out over the lower city. You won't be able to miss it.
Forgive us for not escorting you there, but my brother and I must attend to another matter first.
Yes, dear sister, I know we have places to be. We'll leave once our good friends here have departed. I look forward to seeing you at the palace, though. It'll be a once-in-a-lifetime experience. I promise.
With teeth like yours.
Before we leave scouring places like this behind.
Part of me will miss it. I will not. It is our chance to start over. And I will gladly do so.
Shame I can't just grab those curtains and rip them open on those two. Vampire spawn, if you didn't recognize that, that's exactly what they were.
That shapeshifter's key unlocked the door. Interesting.
It's got private rooms.
Well, let's set those 10 I mean, is that shackles?
We have time.
Surgery
Runaway is
kit.
still missing after all. Nothing happens until he's found.
Glad near the bed.
And Tales of the Hells. Alright. Oh, let's see.
You notice some blood has pooled on the wooden floor.
Please tell me you're not going to fail this. It's a 10.
You notice the blood's source. A body hidden under the bed.
Alright, pull out the body. The Mothers. A tarnished ring engraved with the following. To Fiat. Best of wives and best of mothers.
I know this key. It's identical to the one held by that corpse in the tunnels. Wish I had a bag of holding.
Jerez's caress also has.
Let's see. Messy splatters of deep red-brown adorn this scrap of parchment. Those wishing to face the Dreadlord's tribunal and enter the Temple of Baal must slay the targets on this list and frame the corpses as a murder by the cult of the Absolute. Bring the victim's hand as proof of the killing. Walk in blood, aspirant. Bellin Stelmane. Killed. Father Lorgan. Killed. Dribbles the Count. Killed. Alexander Rainforest. Killed. Frank Peartree. Killed. Cora Highberry. Lower City. Alive. Figaro Penninggood. Chef Rover. Nisha Lisha. Vari van Thamper. Okay. Frederick Hoon. House Upper City. Okay. Oh. Purple worm toxin. Let's see. Scarlet leather armor. Hemmed hat, dusty clothes, rags, sandals, tidy leather boots. Okay. It's fun watching those two take radiant damage because they're standing in the sun. Alright. I don't know what to do with those. I really don't. Alright, well.
Is that blood? No, never mind.
Oh, that's why I'm not switching it.
Not long before we leave scouring places like this behind, part of me will miss it.
I will not. It is our chance to start over. And I will gladly do so.
Here goes nothing.
Let's see. Let's say no. 2 hands. Now 2 hands. 2 of them. More needed. Not enough. Must cover myself in glory to be covered in blood. More. Oh, that's kind of scary.
These tunnels were full of shapeshifters. Father Logan's name is written here too.
Torn and stained, some words are into take the is find the and make them offering in his name. Bring their hands to the tribunal to prove your worth. Become of the highest court. Yeah, okay.
Anything of use?
Empty, 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 empty. Anything else?
Just think.
Okay, that looks like it.
Birthday boy's just nervous, but don't worry.
With haste.
Everyone at Shire's caress is a professional.
Why does
let's get
Worms
everyone
Crossing
out
have so
here.
few lodgings? We need at least a double bed.
How about the flop house? It has plenty of spare beds.
Worms Crossing.
We can bunk with
This
10 other
place has
people.
been a haven.
None of them has stayed.
This unit is damaged, citizen. This unit is damaged, citizen.
Harper does not go in for public acclaim. We work in shadow and secrecy. Tragically unacknowledged by the ungrateful herd.
Sounds familiar. Time to press ahead.
If you won't help us, at least let the children in. They've had nothing but scrap.
Well, at least we can let them know that Father Lorgain was definitely murdered. If I can find this lady. Oh, there she is.
How goes the search? By his holy tears. That's terrifying.
Report this to Investigator Valeria in Sharess's caress. It's only right they know.
Eye color, hairstyle, accent, anything.
Yep, it is.
Won't help us, at least let the children in. They've had nothing but scraps for days.
Ah. Sometimes the background really screws up perspective in this game. Oh, here, sure. This is
Oh, safe.
You two have rocks.
I'm here. I won't let anything happen.
Here. You haven't even got inside yet. I am not going inside.
I know you have. Brothel.
You and I, we will continue dancing.
Another case closed, another bottle open. Huzzah to Valeria! Hang on a tick. I recognize that face. You were talking to Yanis after I left the temple. I'll bet she's put you up to something.
Yeah.
Why must you busybodies insist on interrupting a perfectly good night? I know that look. You remind me of Devella. Fine. If you doubt my conclusions, out with it. What have you found?
More than you did. Found the murder weapon.
That's quite the discovery. Doesn't tell me everything, though. Why was Logan killed?
I assume for the same reason as all the other people on the target list. To gain
Really? You as well? Devella's been harping on about Baal for months. Fancies herself something of an expert. I assumed it was just a bunch of conspiracy codswallop and fear-mongering. But she's been unusually insistent about this one, even for her. Fine.
Imagine.
I'll bite. What's your theory?
Okay.
Constable Devella is going to be a real pain in the trunk about this. Since you seem to be on an obnoxiously similar wavelength, why don't you seek her out? She'll be at the Elf Song Tavern. Show her the list, and I'll stay and inform the Fist here. Oh, and you'll need this pass. It'll give you access to the lower city.
Why is it I
Well,
want to skewer this whole
What are
thing?
you waiting for? You've a bloody conspiracy to solve. Move!
Can't give up now.
I put it on especially for you. Come to pay your respects to the real lady of the house, I see. What a clever creature you are. It's your lucky day. I am receiving compliments at this time, and you are most welcome to make an offering. Oh, you are quite correct. I consider them one of my finest features. The unwashed rabble who frequent this establishment have much to learn from your deference, and I must suffer their foibles alone. But they do say a burden shared is a burden halved. Can't you hear from here? They're talking about the new top cat in the criminal underbelly. Go and listen for yourself. As for them personally, one never washes and instead douses himself with rose oil, while the other can't hold his drink. The Drow, two of our most popular courtesans. A night with them seems to be rather life-changing, if you can afford it. Of course, they are siblings, but judging from the throngs of clients they draw, most of the city is as disgusting as they are.
Okay.
That's rather a broad topic. We get all sorts here. But there is one frequent visitor whose very presence offends me. He dresses fabulously, but stinks of the hells. Something infernal, to be sure. Abhorrent.
Yeah, I know him.
Looking ahead.
A good rumple.
A drow or a drink, sweeting. There is no thirst I cannot quench.
Oh, yeah. In the flop house. Would that be 50 on?
Ye gods, the poor thing! Oh, by the mother of cats, I pray she didn't suffer. I'll miss that face. Else, the regulars will miss her more. They swarmed her like honeybees at the hive. Oh. Losing Fionn slashed a big hole in my coin purse. I should get to replacing her. Sweeting, this is Baldur's Gate. I've seen more murders than a butcher's right eye. There'll be time for tears. Cruel as it is, I must turn my mind to business, or, more precisely, the lack of it.
Alright, well, let's leave.
Never wanted the easy
I
path.
don't care. But there we are. We have our pass.
Yeah, you haven't even got inside yet.
Oh, they'll insist that Will shows up. Go up there.
Let's go to Khan's Gums. She
And
has
the-
the
what I
most
wouldn't give to be the gun
fabulous
game
scent.
with the person with
It's
you.
perfect for a shirt.
The conjunction with Gortash invented the steel watch.
You told me the armor was a patronage.
Yeah, we're gonna need Will for the next part. Because unfortunately, it highly concerns him. Alright, let's see. There's Jahira, there's Karlag, there's my chest. There's a very empty. Oh, there she is. I was like, who's here? Well, there's Will. We'll need to talk to Will. And oddly, we'll need to talk to Scratch.
Let's get going.
We better do that with Madala so we can actually
I've
talk.
something to ask.
It's certainly good to be back at camp. How I've missed the smells.
Oh, fill that in,
Indeed.
Will.
And I'm sure Dringo will do a great job. He always took good care of me.
Alright, yeah.
Still breathing, despite everything. Light on my feet.
Thou walkest alone. On all these harsh nights, thou hast sought no company.
Yeah, I don't want a partner.
Love is no domain of mine, but it is often cited as the purpose of mortal life. Wherefore turnst thou from it?
Yeah.
And thus thou art alone.
This vessel is at thy disposal. Do what thou wilt.
No, actually, no. Oh, yeah. Let's tell Jaheira to hang out for a bit.
Glad to have an ally.
Yes? You're sure?
I am.
Later, then. I tell you not to get in trouble, but I suspect it will find you whether you like it or not.
No kidding.
Men, women, children, all barred from entry. A damn travesty. A decade ago, Baldur's Gate would have welcomed any and everyone seeking refuge. Who would take in these souls, if not the Jewel of Baldurin?
No, the refugees can go elsewhere. A city in crisis has the right to secure itself.
A crisis created by the same man who shut them out. Are you so heartless that you'd ask the oppressed to suffer? Are you so mindless that you don't see through the blatant political scheming? Step 1. Create an army and order it to march on the city. Step 2. Shut the gates in the name of security. Step 3. Bask in the applause. Gortash hasn't made Baldur's Gate safe. He's made it a prison. And when his army breaks through, the people will have nowhere to run.
Oh, his army's already inside. Yeah, I'd like
That's
you to
the spirit.
Oh, let's level you up, Will, because you haven't leveled up since we started. Not a fan of warlocks. Let's see, spells. Shall we take... Yeah, let's take Hex. Oh. Level 2. Let's see, what do we got? Let's go with mirror image. Pack dude. So much he has to get. It doesn't hurt to get that. Doesn't hurt to have more. That Darkwood's own luck. Do it, check that. Because I like Fireball. It's also so much what it is. Let's see, Wall of Fire, Counterspell, which is always a good one. Okay. Well, let's do what that would be approved. Because, that's a good thing. So, let's see. 5. Cold. Location. Grave. I forgot just what level we were. Wow. Well, you can't hold. Alright, let's go, Will.
I'd give up a kidney for a tour of the Steelwatch
Darling,
Foundry.
it's very
As
leather-like.
if any of us would be so fortunate. Imagine seeing your watch a power up for the first time.
They're standing up in
My
it.
heart flutters at the thought.
Dinner with my
Love to see one of them in a fight. A real fight.
Lazy
Sorry, chum, can't let you through. Worms Rock's closed for the day.
Not close to Duke Older Ravengard's own son, surely.
You having a laugh, devil boy? I know Ravengard, and last I knew, his spawn wasn't sporting those horns. The joke's on you. No entry. That's the end of it.
Yeah, investigative Valeria needs me in Lower City. A silly killer girl is on the loose.
Valeria? Well, I'm not messing about with a murder inquiry for damn sure. Straight ahead across the bridge. A blind ogre couldn't miss it.
Don't know why it has to be a blind ogre. But whatever.
Have you wondered what
400 experience.
Halt! We do not know how you gained entry, but your trespass shall not be punished. Lord Gortash has been expecting you.
The Watcher's presence fades, but another takes its place. Confident, dominant, commanding.
My most esteemed guest, we meet at last. I am Lord Enver Gortash. You are the prison bearer, slayer of the dread General Ketheric Thorm. I welcome you to Baldur's Gate, my city.
Yeah.
Of course, of course. My Steel Watchers are rather adept at keeping the peace, but not entirely suitable for polite conversation. Allow me to formally invite you to my inauguration. Make your way to the ceremonial hall.
Yep.
Is expecting.
We shouldn't have any more trouble from the guards.
Please make your way to the audience chamber.
Hells! Not this again.
The brain appears to be resisting its masters. It's acting of its own will.
Seems simple enough.
Well, it's a sentient creature, a powerful sentient creature. You bet it doesn't want to be
Please
controlled.
make your way to the audience chamber.
If it isn't little Will, straight to your handler. And I didn't even have to whistle.
Mizora, I've had enough. You owe your life to me. Time to end the pact.
Feeling cheeky, are we? Most unbecoming. Heard about your father. The Absolute's puppet. A damned travesty, if you ask me. He's upstairs in Worms Rock, ordaining Gortash as Archduke. A splendid party, I hear. Perfect for crashing. Go on up. We'll talk after.
I hate her. I really, really hate her. gonna walk right on up the red carpet.
Stand down, villain. In the name of the Steel Watch, aggressive action will not be tolerated in the presence of the patriarchs of this proud city. The Steel Watch appreciate your cooperation, citizen.
Dearest Patriarchs, dearest Raven Guard, what a moment. The Blade of Frontiers graces our halls, and he's wearing his devilish best.
My father. He's here.
My friend, forgive the cold welcome. My Steel Watchers are eager watchdogs, for the good of the people, I'm sure you understand. Lord Enver Gortash at your service. I understand congratulations are in order. Thorm's defeat hasn't gone unnoticed. You're known for who you are and for that nether stone that you carry. You know, it takes all three to control the brain. Without Thorm's, it's become vexingly willful. The quakes are a clear warning. If nobody steps in soon, it'll free itself from the authority of the crown. I expect it'll start with turning the Sword Coasts infected. You among them. That prism of yours won't last indefinitely. Next, the grand design. The Mind Flayer Empire reborn. If we're lucky, we'll become slaves. If we're unlucky, well...
Oh, I'm sorry.
Not the most thrilling of prospects.
You
but
put this
it's a
in
fate
motion,
that can be avoided.
dipshit.
If you and I come to an understanding, together we can still restore authority over the brain.
Of course. Gortash always did have an eye for opportunity.
Yeah, what kind of understanding?
There's an old wisdom. A brittle alliance can never be mended. It can only break. With Ketheric gone, Orin proved treacherous. Baal's chosen wants the Netherstones for herself.
Yeah, just like
She
you.
only cares for blood. And your blood and mine are of particular interest to her.
I mean, in all honesty, I'm not afraid.
You've met her assassins. Efficient killers, by all accounts. I know you survived previous encounters. But she won't relent. Orin changes shape faster than you and I change clothes. You know. She's tricked you before. She's targeted me as well. I'm well protected, but she's extremely good at what she does. If Orin obtains all three Netherstones, she'll plunge the coast into chaos and paint the city in blood. I can't let that happen. I want to lead this city to glory, not scorch its earth.
I mean, he doesn't... It's gonna take a lot.
I'd like to propose a pact, a divine oath sworn upon spirit and flesh. I do no harm to you, nor you to me. Furthermore, you'll have nothing to fear from my Steel Watch while our pact stands. Thorm's stone is yours to keep. When you slay Orin and take her stone, you bring it here, so the three are united once again. Together, we rule Faerun as kings. No, more than kings. Gods. We rule as the Absolute.
And my father?
Your father will do whatever you command him to, like any other subject in our kingdom. What do you say? Shall we be allies?
I can detect no deceit. This alliance could serve us well. And if it does not, well, we need not honor it.
Let's see. In all honesty, none of you can be trusted.
So Ketheric was ready to betray our alliance too. I can't say it comes as a surprise. But you should know this. I initiated this plot. I brought Ketheric and Orin together. to create the absolute.
Of course.
They
because
knew
you're
this
the
would
Bay
only
Knight.
work if we stood united and
That's what Bay
coordinated our
Knights do.
powers. Their ambition blinded them to reason. I don't suffer the same affliction.
You're a
In
Bay
short,
Knight.
you can trust me.
I can trust you to the letter of the pact. That's it. I mean, this is going to be a hard one, and I know it's going to be done. Well, I got 2 situational advantages. Oh, that's 20.
Gortash's eyes blink in a consistent rhythm. He stands calmly, confidently. He fully intends to share his kingdom with you.
I'll think about it.
Perhaps a
Noel.
demonstration of why you need my help will motivate you to make the right decision.
I'm not making
Your camp is compromised. One among you is an imposter, a faceless. Who, I can't say. I'd suggest a thorough investigation. You'll find I speak the truth.
A doppelganger in our camp. That sounds all too believable.
The faceless in your camp is like a knife at your throat. Remove it quickly, or any alliance between us would be exceedingly short-lived. Orin is elusive, shall we say. The grip of the steel watch may be tight, but sand still slips through its fingers. Some conflicts are best resolved quietly. The people are cattle, obedient until panicked. You carry the stone plucked from Merkel's chosen. Besides, I'm not ready to call you enemy. At least not yet.
Yeah,
Before you do, come and witness, as I make history as the first Archduke of Baldur's Gate.
It's more like, fine, let's get it over.
You will follow me, and you will show due respect.
True.
Distinguished dukes,
I don't have
patriarchs,
to like it.
dearest Raven Guard, I will heed your call. A new chapter begins.
Enver Gortash, swearest thou by Balduran's blade to defend the citizens of Baldur's Gate from enemies within and without?
I swear.
Swearest thou true faith and fealty to the same, by word, deed, and decree, so that none may suffer?
I swear.
That one's
Gathered
definitely
guests,
by.
grant ye consent? Enver Gortash, the council appoints you Archduke of Baldur's Gate.
My friends, the steel watch stands ready. Let its blade fall on any who would diminish our city. And you, honored guest, will find me in my office above when you return. Do not come empty-handed.
Oh, believe me, I won't. Yeah, let's go. Oh, there's Missouri. Oh, that's down. It is down. Okay. Yep. Let's talk to Missouri.
What did I tell you? A momentous occasion. I'm sure you agree.
I've had enough, Missouri. What do you want?
Your attention. little pup. Nothing more. And you'll be glad to give it. You see, Gortash has had your father relocated.
Already?
I'm just an impartial observer.
Oh, you are
This is
anything but
Gortash's game. A murderous one, the way I hear it.
Shit.
And yours
Your
isn't?
dad's good as dead, pup. And to think, there's no way to save him. Or is there?
You know something.
I know enough. I'll be in your camp if you want to work something out.
Alright, well.
Of course she'd stick her infernal nose where it doesn't belong. Of course she's dreamt up some risible scheme. By
She's
all
a
the
devil.
hounds of the hells, what is she planning?
Nothing good,
Certainly
that's
not.
for sure.
But she's as inevitable as Torril's path around the sun. We'll have answers soon enough. Mazora's gone to camp. We should speak with her. Until then, may my father keep safe, whatever coop he's been flown to. I met her twice. The first time, I was a boy of 7 or 8, at a banquet in the Flaming Fist's honor. One look and I was smitten. Chestnut hair that flowed behind her like willow fronds, as she floated from one room to the next as if carried by clouds. The second time, Stelmane was different. Even with the aid of a cane, each step she took was a struggle. Every word she spoke took great physical effort. A stroke victim? I asked father later. No, he said. A stroke survivor.
You sense uncertainty in Will's voice. He questions his father's explanation.
Alright. Well, 1d6 is 1d4. Oh well. You little die. This one can... Okay, can't be that bad. You need to stop rolling under 10 every chance you get. And you two need to stop rolling 1 every chance you get. Let's burn all your inspiration because it's funny that the 20 won't roll. Oh, I got a 20 on the 4th try. Yeah.
Something's always gnawed at me. At the banquet, Stelmane didn't seem to look at us.
Amazing.
Look through
The
us.
20 finally
But
showed
that
up.
second time, her
It
gaze
only
never
burned
left me.
4 rolls.
It was steel, sharp and unyielding. It could just be my imagination, but I always felt that it was more than a stroke that had changed her.
No, I
What,
agree.
though? I couldn't say.
A mind flayer.
Nonsense. Stelmane was no less worthy of life or success because she was disabled. Her death is no blessing. It is a calculated cruelty. Think about it. My father was tadpoled. Stelmane is dead. The people are frightened and the council's in disarray. To exert control, you must first sow chaos. A tyrant's strategy, as father would say. These murders aren't random acts. Someone powerful is guiding the killer's hand, and the city is made weaker for it.
Well, Ball is. Alright, let's go. Oh, the role playing in this can just make you wanna stop playing.
You're so gentle. That's not
Oh.
how I was taught.
Micromodal force curtain.
Best behaviour around here. Understood? don't cause any trouble, all right? It's not worth it.
I mean, I don't cause trouble.
Grievous error. In that case,
I usually find trouble.
No distractions, please.
Yeah, that's the thing. I don't cause the trouble. But trouble genuinely seems to find me. Alright, up on to Lower City. Need to venture forth? Yes, because it doesn't change anything. They gave us tieflings, but they didn't give us ASMR. Huh. I don't know what the grave key is. Dead 3, Bane, Balm, or Cull. I actually didn't know that they were mortal once. That's the part that's interesting, because they've been gods in the Forgotten Realms for a very, very long time. If you watch any of my Pool of Radiance stuff, the characters are struggling against Bane the whole 4 games. Bane is the not the final enemy, but he is the one pulling all the strings in those games. Well, except for Secret of the Silver Blades, but Pool of Radiance, Azure Bonds, and Pools of Darkness, Bane is the one pulling all the strings. Slow.
By order of Lord Gallows, it is here
Gallows.
to serve you, the people of Poison's Gate. Every criminal we hang is one less stain on the peace and prosperity of
Please be on my way.
Just Murphy.
Don't distract me. It's all I can do to stay balanced. Sweet mercies. Thank you.
What's up for discussion?
Move along. I've got my hands full enough without gawkers.
Interesting.
Please provide full inventory.
You must agree, this is ludicrous. How are we meant to survive without our livelihoods?
What do you mean?
Are they gonna pay us for the animals they take? Like elves they are!
I see. Ergus.
Any complaints will be handled after you turn your animals over to the care of the Ducal Council.
Oh, and what good is that gonna do us? Huh? How are we gonna support ourselves, huh?
No, I agree.
My thoughts exactly. You're sentencing us all to a slow death.
Gallows.
Really won't feel it.
This is a for amateurs. That's what I was taught in the grotto. Do you know how badly those things can go?
I don't like this. I don't like the look in some of their eyes.
These street trash need to watch their tone. I don't tolerate disrespect.
You're very welcome, sir.
The citizen is unconscious and won't be waking up anytime soon.
Let's see. Well, I think that's... Go. Okay.
What's your gripe with Saluna anyway, Shadow?
She betrayed her sister and ruined the balance of things. Imagine turning on those who love you for your own glory.
Found anything interesting in today's
Burn this sickness from us all!
Some tavern. I wonder if my old things are still there. They could be of use to you.
Don't customers know there's a war on? Damn rats. Oi, you! I thought I asked you to clean the rats out of this cellar yesterday already. Hop to it! Get in there!
Rats are unimportant.
No. I need them rats taken care of. Here's the deal. I'll keep a lookout for murderers. You murder the rats. Just lying around, you
Okay.
chunkers. This is disgraceful.
Well,
The cellars
Captain.
are just down the stairs. There, you'll find my old lodgings.
We're not gonna find your old lodging, bud. We've got other things to deal with right now. Oh yeah, Warlock. You have Fireball, right? Trying to actually not burn everything to the ground.
Try me. Nothing will stand in my way. I'll strike you down.
Do not react. Don't react.
Let's do this.
There's 2 left. Okay. I think we can handle 2 rats.
The wine cellar. There's a hidden door that leads further in. The mechanism to open it is somewhere among the wine racks.
Chopped up pig.
Swift as my feet can carry me. Here goes nothing.
You know, you guys could have actually given the main character pathing to where they don't just walk through damaging areas.
But there's a hole.
I need a quick word.
I wouldn't give you anything but live myself. You kill the rats, yes? I heard commotion in the cellar. Good. Perfect. Here, you take this. And do not worry. Chef Revere's eyes will be kept most peeled for murderous knaves.
I mean, I appreciate it.
So, where's the blade of Frontier's toughest bitch?
huh?
It was a great scrap. A hungry minotaur with a hankering for human flesh.
Well, well, look what the bugbear dragged in. Can't believe we both made it to the city, and with our limbs attached.
Yeah, we made a bet.
We did, didn't we? Never thought I'd begrudge being alive. Alas, I've got nothing in my pockets but lint and disappointment. How are you both humble and attractive? It's just not fair, nor will my honor allow it. So how about this? Alan puts swill in the bottles, but I know where he keeps the good stuff. Here. You saw nothing. You heard nothing. I need to get back to work before Alan throws a fit, but stick around. You brighten the place up. Heading to the roof.
Oh, good. We need to talk to them.
Halt, Civvy. Turn back. This is an active crime scene.
Hold on, Thornhill. I'm tired of standing here. Devella's been up there for ages. Some diversion would be welcome.
Yep.
Constable Devella said she wasn't to be...
Investigator Valeria outranks her. As you were, Civvy. Fair warning, though. She's in a foul mood.
I can imagine. I mean, Colt the Ball is running around killing people. Valeria's a useless pile of excrement.
A place to receive clients and informants. I wonder if it's as I remember it.
Oh, bollocks! I told those idiots not to let anyone through. You. Name, rank, and reason for interrupting an active crime scene. For your sake, the last one better be bloody good.
Yeah, that's definitely mine.
An adventurer? Fantastic. We don't have enough of those in Baldur's Gate. Unless you've got useful information, leave me to my work. Duke Stelmane's dead, and I've got to find who killed her. Gods. That's it. Proof that I was right. I've been working on an assignment, see? A research project of sorts. I knew my conclusions were sound. But this... I never expected this. I'll tell you what I know. A century ago, there was a man. Saravok Anchev. He was a child of the god of murder, Baal. He ruled the Iron Throne. A dark tower hiding a darker secret.
Also a child of Baal.
It was the front for a deadly arms dealing network. There, Saravok amassed an army and sought to become a god. Under his stewardship, the Baal temple was revived. And with it, the Baal cult itself. Fortunately, the temple was destroyed. And to cleanse the city of Saravok's memory, the Iron Throne was torn from its foundations and cast into the Chionthar. For most, that was the end of it. But cults like that don't disappear overnight. That list you spoke of confirms I'm right. The Baal cult is back. And someone is out there, continuing Saravok's work.
Yeah.
God save us all if you're right. But I believe it. Whoever it is, they're intimately familiar with Saravok's work. The brutality of the killings is on a par with Saravok's own. But there's something more here. Something new. There's a reference to these murders. A certain flair. It's as if they were done in worship. The precision of the cuts. The depth, the execution. The best butchers in Faerun couldn't make a cut like that. Trust me, I've asked them. I tried to explain all this to my superiors, but they wouldn't have any of it. They told me to drop it. Told me the city doesn't need another conspiracy theorist and to get back to doing my job before they find someone else to do it for me. But you're not bound by such constraints. Oh, help me out here. Help the city out. I bet if you follow the trail of these murders, you'll be able to unearth the truth of this resurgence.
Yeah, what about the ones that are
There are patriarchs on the murder target list. I'm oath-bound to secure them first, so I'll be heading to the upper city next. While I'm there, the other potential victims will be at risk. Could you warn them?
I'll see what I can do.
Thank you. That's all I can ask, and more than I hoped. Once I'm done with the patriarchs, I'll head to Basilisk Gate to have another go at convincing my superiors to put some resources into this matter. Meet me there if you've anything more to report. And good luck.
Well, that's that. Climb a ladder.
So,
Just going upstairs.
Will with a Y. Why?
Why? That's right.
But why?
Only because I had you.
Nah.
Why?
you've been fine without
A great uncle's name, my father said.
it. Ah, you found my hiding spot. Not a word to Alan. He doesn't believe in things like breaks. Or eating.
Lacrissa, I'd be more than happy to help you out at work. I could...
No, focus on your music. Besides, I'll be living a life of luxury when your school takes off. Right? I keep telling her that.
Lacrissa!
All right. The hero and I will stop teasing. For now. A rich arsehole sent his drink back 3 times. So I spat in his last one.
I'll never get tired of this view.
Same here.
Rent is due soon. I was thinking that I could do some busking.
No need. I picked up some extra shifts.
Didn't have to do that.
That might be worth a look.
Because, you know? Hookah. Never understood, well, fixation would be the word I want to say with the hookahs. More than a few of the guys in my unit absolutely had to get a hookah before they left Iraq. Which, let's just say it was an interesting thing about it, because they were very decidedly difficult to get back to the States. They had to be completely unused to send to the States. This one is a fun one to be a part of. There's the hydrants.
Why, hello there. We were just about to try some of Master Metzley's delightful wines. Would you care to join us?
Oh, they do look ever so tasty.
Ah, Mrs. Highbury, I prefer to conduct tastings individually, so I may assess your palate.
Call me Cora, Master Metzley. And I'm afraid I must insist on their joining us. Wine's no good without company, after all.
The wine scent is almost sickly sweet, with an acrid note just on the periphery. Poison.
Yeah, there we go.
No. It was perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. You have sullied it with knowledge, made it an unclean sacrifice. I will remember your face, and I will peel it from your skull should you interfere again.
Alright. You know, I have a bunch of arrows to do obscene damage with. Oh my gosh. 8 to 21, 8 to 21. Oh yeah, perfect. Oh, jeez, back up. Who's the most hurt? That's a full action. Let's stopping on you. Alright, well. What do you have? Tricks up your sleeves. Let's see. That one. Armor equipped. Let's see. That's an action. Let's hold one.
I'm ready.
Shadowheart. You might actually be able
Got to move.
Hello. Nice day for a walk.
Friend. Friend. 3, 20, 23.
More
He's gotten away.
Daggers. Daggers. Poison.
In my opinion, we should have a steel watch in every Baldurian home. Why? I'm glad you asked. It'd certainly
Interim
help with the
report.
dishes.
The Scarred Dwarf is promising candidate for Unholy Assassin.
After the joke,
Though he is personally crude,
leave him
his
some
methods of
time.
homicide are artistic and even innovative. He has set up a deadly wine festival to eliminate his next target, and I, for one, will be observing it closely. Shellar Cole.
Breathe deep.
Oh, there's the place to go into.
But my word, the cost. I still can't believe. Why would anyone want to kill me? Thank you for saving us. I still can't believe
The fact that she gives you almost 1,000 gold for it. Give me the orphan.
Thank you for saving Cora. Thank you. Thank you.
Oh. Can't believe the orphan.
Thank you for helping Cora. I couldn't do any of this without her.
Is that why they target her? Because she actually helps orphans. Interesting.
Why, yes, Edvard. Can I call you Edvard? Well, Edvard, I do support Lord Wartash's campaign.
If this lot have got a problem with the Gazette, they should take it up with the editor, not make a scene in the streets.
I wouldn't say I'm certain, just optimistic.
We're lost.
We're not lost. Just taking in the view before continuing on our way.
You're lost.
Why don't we just retrace our steps?
Best save. You can just hear Anthony. Oh, now you save.
Shouldn't go wandering in dark alleys. Very dangerous hobby. Gets people killed.
Yeah, I know. I do a lot of it.
You're Farling's friend. She said to let you in. Funny little gnome she is. Always laughing at me. Even when I don't joke. Come, I'll let you in. My pleasure. In you go. Before I change my mind.
Alright, well. We made friends with one and punched one in the face. Let's see how this goes. Urchin home, sweet home. So we're getting a level here, about halfway. Well, there's more.
We're all on the same side.
Wow, look who it is! Glad to see you in the city. Hope you found plenty of coin in Ketteric's coffers.
Trust me.
Ready
I
to
did.
do some business?
What are you up
Oh,
to?
I've got a few ideas. I'll be running this whole place in no time.
Hired us.
Fine. Yep.
Lifted fresh from rich fat fingers.
Elliot. Alright. There's...
If it's Uktar you're after, he's in with the guild master. Not even Nine Fingers Keen can escape the great balancing of guild books.
See anything of yours?
Can't lie. It's a relief to have that old fart off my hands.
Okay.
A charm, of course. And then you'll do it yourself.
please.
It's an orphanage, Uktar. What would you have me do? Seize their toys as payment?
Well, they failed to pay tribute. We should withdraw our protection, at the very least.
And cede more ground to the Stone Lord? You're not suggesting I yield a single inch of the city, my city, to this cult?
We already look weak. If you're seen to be forgiving debts...
I didn't say forgive. Seize the building. Arm any children old enough. If they protect what's mine, we'll consider that a start on what's owed.
Yes, Guildmaster. Excuse me? This is a private council.
Keep your underpants clean, Uktar. We're playing host to a hero. You recall our reports of Ketheric Thorm, General of the Absolute, Champion of Merkel, unkillable Tyrant of Moonrise. Meet the one who killed him.
And you're 9
A little less impressive as revelations go. You'll forgive the spying, I hope. The Guild keeps watch for anyone of interest passing through our gates. I'd say you qualify. I already know the one thing about you that I need to. You've crossed paths with the cult's leadership before, and you're still standing. I mean to burn the Absolute from the face of my city. So if you mean to help, congratulations. We just became the best of friends.
Yeah, why do I need the guild? I've been doing well enough so far.
You have. But don't be so quick to bat away a helping hand. We find few enough of them in this city. The Flaming Fist can be bought. The Harpers are scattered, and the Parliament of Peers, well, they're just generally too inbred to be useful. The Absolute's at our gate, and the Guild are the only ones truly standing against it.
Okay. Yeah, the Rivington Reds.
Did you enjoy the encounter?
I don't think they enjoyed it.
I have no doubt you gave them a good talking to. The rats usually keep a lid on their nastier notions, but with the Stone Lord business distracting me, some are starting to test the leash. All the more reason to be rid of the cult quickly, so I can remind my crews it's not a leash round their necks if they cross me. It's a noose.
Alright, I need information.
Knowing what I know usually comes at a cost. But let's say we'll put it on your tab. The leader of some new crew that's intent on paining my arse. If he was just another upstart who didn't like paying guild dues, fair enough. But he and his crew make no demands. Leave no survivors to pass on a message. All I know is that on every scrap of ground he takes from me, the cult of the Absolute soon starts sprouting. Doesn't matter. Whatever god the prick prays to, I'll send him to meet it soon enough.
Yeah,
we don't. The Zentarim work for me. Time was I'd charge the bastards double if I let them into my hall at all, but times change. The Guild is many things, but it's not an army. If the Absolute keeps pushing in on our territory, then I need a little weight to push back.
I'd like to know
Thieves, frauds, and miscreants. If it's just the watch warrants you're reading. The Guild isn't any one thing. We're everything. All the parts of the city the Watch don't want seen, so they push us to the far side of their law. But it's not the Watch that keeps the peace, or gives justice to any Baldurian who asks, whether they can pay for it or not. It's us. If we take a little tribute in return, or tie strings of service to those we help, well, what of it? So long as we're working as one, it all runs quick, quiet, and clean.
Yeah, what does the guild
Clean
want?
water, filthy riches, and everything in between. We're citizens of the city. No more, no less. Right now, I'll settle for taking our city back.
Alright, what can I do?
I was planning to soften you up a bit first, but... Straight to business then. You've been seen with a certain Harper. Grey of hair, somewhat spiky of manner.
Somewhat spiky, in the same way a Morningstar is? Yeah.
So you do know Jaheira. I need to speak with her. She's still getting the lay of the land, I expect. I have information that might help with that. So, remind her to pay an old friend a visit, would you?
I'll do what I can, because...
Until then.
It's easy to do. Alright, where's Will?
What's this I smell? Rotted eggs, clotted blood, and the overwhelming tang of sour cabbage. I expected worse. Much worse. Are you sure? The blade stands at the ready.
Yeah, I know.
And just when things were warming up.
Alright. And off to camp we go, because we have to get Jaheira. In a way, I do kind of prefer Jaheira. Yeah, Lestarian, okay. Grub. Well, let's talk to Yenna.
Hi. It's me, Yenna. You remember me, right? You were really nice to me before, and, my mum hasn't come back yet. She might come later. I don't think she's coming. Could we maybe stay here?
Yeah, you
Yes! You've got a fire and everything. I can cook really good. Whatever you want. Thank you, thank you.
There's Jaheira.
Oh, I've had a lifetime's fill of watching little men buff themselves up with grand titles. I look forward to the day we show the Archduke that his tongue is not half so silvered as he thinks. He's protected by his steel watch for now. And Orin will have her own defenses, should we choose to play the part of Gortash's bloodhounds. We cannot expect either of the Chosen to fall easily. But fall they must, if we're to have all three stones to command the brain. Still, if you see sense in making an alliance, I won't question it. I'll just look forward to the inevitable breaking Gortash spoke of. Ah, I know what she speaks of. I need, information from her. And a pardon from you, for I have not been overly generous with the truth.
Seems to be
Tell
a trope
me,
with you, Jaheira.
what do you know of a man named Mince of Rashiman?
The name is as familiar as Jaheira's own. A hero of the time of trouble.
Oh, am I too sentimental for you? And the last time I saw him, I left him to die. Before we ever heard what we found, we might have ended. It was chaos. I had a choice. Stay and let word of the world takes. So don't be infection, but it has not been yours.
That's fine. Well, okay.
Oh, the point.
Let's move on.
Nine Fingers King controls the guild, which in turn controls every criminal racket from Heapside to the High Hall.
Okay.
Nothing happens in this city that she doesn't hear of, sooner or later. How hospitable she will be to a Harper that comes begging to her guild hall, we will find out. Perhaps I will let you do the talking. As you wish.
We do need to talk to everyone. I know in my main game, Lae'zel was our
I expected Baldur's Gate to be insipid, stale, wholly without merit. But it's got a vicious bite to it. Delightful. This hammer. Could it be? Yes. Yes! This is how we will free the Prince of the Comet! This is the key Voss so ardently and courageously sought. That smug shkaketh of a devil stores it at his vaunted House of Hope. Our destination is clear. Our mission undeniable. We must find a way into the House of Hope and retrieve the hammer. When we next enter the Astral Prism, we will use it to smash Prince Orpheus out of his prison. Mother Gith, hear my promise. Your son will rise again. The Prince of the Comet will crush the Lich Queen Vlaakith and usher in the Age of Orpheus. Voss has done his duty. Now, we will do ours. We must find our way to the House of Hope and take the Orphic Hammer. When we next enter the Astral Prism, we will use the hammer to break Orpheus free.
Oh my gosh. Alright. Well, you're not helping me anyway. You've been with me the whole time.
I received a dispatch from the Grove. Life carries on there in our absence, just as nature intended. My chosen successor, Francesca, has proven to be a wise choice. Perhaps the wisest I ever made as Archdruid.
Yep.
One grand victory may not be enough to absolve a host of small failures. That is where true leadership lies. Not in winning a single vast battle, but in fighting 1,000 smaller ones. Making 10,000 difficult decisions. Finding balance where none seems possible. Day after day. I was all too eager to surrender my responsibilities towards the Grove. Perhaps I was never meant to be Archdruid. To be a leader.
Yep, I'd say you certainly go well.
Still, though,
successor.
I cannot help but wonder if there was more I could have done. Perhaps, Oakfather willing, I may yet have the chance someday. Forgive me. The Shadow Curse occupied me so entirely and for so long, I almost missed the purpose it gave me. Now I must find a new one.
Yeah.
I have. He speaks to me during my nightly meditations. He is well. And Oliver also. At times they are one, and at others they divide. Easier for playing, perhaps. And the land thrives also. I doubt you would recognize it. Perhaps one day, you and I can both return and see it for ourselves.
Hopefully. Alright, well... You don't seem to be the doppelganger. You're unlikely to be the doppelganger, as is Will. Well, that's Chihira. Karlach. Oh, please tell me they didn't take Karlach from me.
Hey, soldier.
Let's see.
Like I got something back.
Something I've wanted for a really long time. When I touched you, I felt like a real person. My heart was racing, but I didn't hurt you. I don't have to be afraid of myself anymore. I don't have to hold back. Not sure the world's ready for unleashed Karlach, but it's getting it anyway. Thanks to Dammon. Thanks to you. Thanks to fate. Ugh, I don't want to think about that now. Misery always overstays its welcome, and joy leaves too soon. I'll cry later, but not now.
Okay.
Me too, soldier. Gods, me too. For every knock we take, I feel like I get a little treat just to keep me going.
Alright. Probably not. I know it's not you, because you're never...
This vessel is at thy disposal. Do what thou wilt.
Alright, I'm gonna...
Thou art the master, so it shall be.
Leave you behind for a minute. We'll take Karlach with us.
Soldier? Fuck yes.
Nope, she's got a level, maybe 2. Let's see how quickly it goes. Alright, come on, come on. Okay, just one. That's kinda nice. Fighting style. So. Okay, let's go with defense. So one of you two is probably the doppelganger. Let's see.
Go ahead. I'm listening. I've no doubt she has the power to do so, but as for the permission, Ao would not look kindly on her meddling in mortal affairs. Divine intervention has a tendency to make things worse, not better. As for Elminster, he saved the realms more times than legend can recount. But to take on a god is no easy feat, even for him. My orb is the best chance we have. And only I can wield it.
Yes? What's to tell? I was sired by a vampire named Cazador. Everything before that is so long ago it's ancient history. And everything that came after, well, I'd rather not reflect on it.
Alright, well, it's not giving me much opportunity to actually... Well, anyway, time to head back into it. Deal with Nine Fingers. Kinda need to keep Jaheira in the group because she has a lot to do with this area. It's not happy about me starting a conversation so soon after getting back into it.
You owe me a gold piece, grandmother. When I heard you died out in the wilderness, I made an offering at Kellenvor's well.
Of gold? Oh, I did not know I meant so much to you, Guildmaster.
No, I'm terribly sentimental. Case in point, I've just let a harper walk through my guild hall, noticeably unhold. Because I'm curious about why you're here and who it is you've brought with you.
We'll let you hear
This
it
is the
talk.
one who saved my life. So really, she owes you your gold piece. But we can settle debts later, Nine Fingers. For now, we need help. We're searching for Minsk of Rashomon.
A big name, that. Such information does not come cheap, High Harper. Not in normal times. Of course. Seeing as these are not normal times and we're all such good friends, I'll do better than tell you where he is. I'm bringing him here as we speak. Or parts of him, at least. I gave no orders about the condition of his corpse.
What treachery is this, Nine Fingers? Have you thrown in with the Absolute too?
Against my own city. Careful. You're in very real danger of hurting my feelings. It's Minsk who's found his faith with Faerun's newest god. And a new name with it. The Stone Lord.
Lies.
What makes you think he joined the Absolute?
Aye,
Just doesn't like
I
sight.
considered that. But there's a pattern to his strikes. An intent. In his short reign, the Stone Lord and his crew have earned a reputation. Pure brutality. No survivors. And where he mows my people down, this ripe little cult takes root. But not for much longer. We have word on where he plans to hit next. And he'll find us ready to hit back this time.
Nine Fingers. Estelle. Call off your ambush, tell us where he is, and we'll handle this.
We? I heard what happened to your harpers, Jaheira. I'm sorry, but this fight's too big for you alone. If you're half the friend you're posing as, you'll tell her that her part in this is done. The Stone Lord's fate is sealed. We have a bigger war to fight. I'd rather turn our talk to that, but if you need a moment, Jaheira, well, you've earned that much. My guild hall is open to you. Have a drink, Jaheira. Have a rest. Just leave well enough alone. It would be a shame for the city to lose 2 of its heroes in one day.
Knife. A hot one, I think.
It's curious how they're basically telling you how they try and kill you.
Better not be cursed.
Dwarf?
What? Lady AQ still playing that game? I don't have one ready.
Oh. Which one's Lady Agu?
Don't mind the ladies' court. Just a game we play. Figuring how we'll kill you if you cross 9 fingers.
Ah.
Careful around the Steel Watch. The old guard gave thieves a slap on the wrist, but those bolted bastards will rip off the whole damn arm.
You are not known to me. For supplies, seek the bugbear. To trade trinkets, the fetcher's brats. I am Uktar, duly elected guild bursar, and I will not have my time wasted.
Oh, is that what Nine Fingers was doing earlier? Wasting guild time with this Stone Lord business.
You might say so. I could not possibly comment.
I sense there is no love lost between the two of you.
I need not love to serve. You have a point you wish to make?
Yeah.
I have not come so far by indulging in petty disputes. But I am open to transactions of mutual benefit. I am interested in gaining access to vaults beneath the counting house. I'd pay well for keys to those vaults, provided said vaults are not emptied prematurely, of course. I suspect that what you seek might also be found beneath the counting house. I tell you this only as a matter of mutual interest.
She plans to ambush Minsk at the counting house. But what the else would he want there?
What you do with that information is a matter for yourself. Now, back to the vault keys. Do we have business to conduct? Until you do, then.
What? The professor?
Right. Which crew are you with? Bellbreakers? The Children of Hor?
The names ring familiar. Two of the many crews that make up the Guild. A loose collective with ties to every criminal enterprise in the city's underworld.
In between scores, then? Oh, there's no shame in that. This Stone Lord business has even the bigger crews shutting up shop for a while. Fair warning, the Guildmaster wants no fraternizing with the Zentarim. They're here to work, not share war stories. They won't be much use to us if they're drinking and dicing when the Stone Lord kicks the door down. Well, whoever he is, he doesn't seem very keen on talking. He came out of nowhere and ate up half our turf in a 10-day. So if you're speaking to the Guildmaster, maybe step soft around the topic.
Okay. Alright, snap phone. Let's see. Yeah.
Last time I was here, they had blood
What is
belts, the works. Now it's just a load of sulking pickpockets.
Those sulks are paying us, Faye, so chin up, make your coin, and you can use it somewhere else, right?
Alright, well, we're gonna save the game and we'll come back to it next week, so. If you're catching this on YouTube, why not give us a like and subscribe? And catch us tonight or later on YouTube. We'll have our first game of Travel. Well, technically second game, but the start of our adventures in Traveler. So, hope to see you there.